Hey, what's up guys? East Tactics here. Want to make a quick video. Want to save you guys 20 bucks. So, I learned the hard way. And let me tell you what happened. So basically, I went through the process of upgrading my pinion gear, installing the Tower Hobbies heatsink and fan, and just going through the works of getting that. I got everything put together and was running a test to basically see the difference between a 20-tooth pinion gear and the 17-tooth pinion gear that I had on my vehicle. I thought it would be interesting to show that. Well, look at my differential. I got 2 teeth broken off there and 2 teeth broken off there. How did that happen, you might ask? I'll tell you, and I'll hopefully prevent you from making the same mistake. So, when you put this center differential back in, and then and put the cover on, everything as far as signs go points to the fact that this thing is sitting snug and ready to go. So you put your screws in, and on these 2 plastic ones you're extra careful because they're plastic to plastic and you don't want to strip them, so you don't want to make it too tight, yada yada yada. Well, I put everything back together and I'm like trying to figure out why it is so hard for me to get my mesh set. It was just sounding crappy. It was like my tire was like wobbling for some reason, and I was just like, for the life of me, I could not figure out what was going on. I was beginning to think that like my motor or the Hobby Wing heatsink was just like offsetting my motor or something and screwing with the pitch of the way the 2 gears mesh together or something like that. And needless to say, I ended up snapping 4 teeth on my pinion gear. Anyway, let me explain to you what's going on. So check this out. I don't know how well you can see this, but that is actually really loose. Turns out that the way they designed this thing is sort of a joke. So when you first push this thing on, you really have no clue that and so that feels tight, and so you're like, okay, ready to go. If you look really closely, you can see it's got a square beveled a square bevel going around, and you've basically got to make 100% sure that that bevel, it goes around this thing. So when you first push this thing on, you really have no clue that and so that feels tight, and so you're like, okay, ready to go. Well, check this out. By putting pressure here and here and then pushing down, this thing actually, like locks into place better. And actually the bevel situation happens on all 4. You've actually got to make sure that the 4 corners pop into that beveled area, or else it's going to be loose. So now it's much tighter. So word to the wise, I guess. I mean, I ended up breaking 4 teeth on my spur gear because I did not have that thing cinched down tight, all the way tight. So just be aware, guys, so you don't do the same thing. I thought I would just share that with you. East Tactics out.